This is Top Accurate Global News Update. I am Abiodun Mohammed. Ukraine said its forces attacked two Russian patrol ships operating in the Black Sea and destroyed a sophisticated Triumph surface-to-air missile defense system in Russian-occupied Crimea, with military analysts describing the loss of such equipment as tactical failures by Russia. The attacks, reported on Thursday, followed a day after Kiev said it had carried out a missile strike that badly damaged a Russian submarine and a naval landing ship that were undergoing repairs in a shipyard in the Crimean port of Sevastopol, home to Russia's Black Sea Fleet. In a post on the Telegram messaging app on Thursday, Ukraine's military said it hit two Russian patrol vessels in the southwest region of the Black Sea, causing certain damage in a morning attack. Quote, "The Sergei Kotov was hit," military intelligence official Andriy Yuzov told the Reuters news agency, sharing a grainy video circulated online by a Ukrainian government minister that appeared to show sea drones attacking a vessel at sea. The Russian Defense Ministry confirmed an attack on the Sergei Kotov ship in a morning statement, but said the assault, involving 5 sea drones, was repelled. It made no mention of damage. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un inspected a Russian fighter jet factory that is under Western sanctions on Friday, part of a visit Washington and its allies fear could strengthen Russia's military in Ukraine and bolster Pyongyang's missile program. Russian President Vladimir Putin had discussed military matters and deepening cooperation with Kim when they met in a summit on Wednesday. South Korea and the United States said on Friday that military cooperation between North Korea and Russia was a violation of UN sanctions and that their allies would ensure there's a price to pay. Kim, aged 39, on Friday visited aviation facilities in the far eastern city of Komsomolsk-on-Amur, the Yuri Gagarin Aviation Plant and the Yakovlev Plant, both units of United Aircraft Corporation, which is sanctioned by the West over the war in Ukraine. At the Gagarin Plant, which is also specifically sanctioned by the United States, Kim inspected the assembly workshops where the Sukhoi Su-35 multi-role fighter and the Su-57 fighter are made, escorted by Deputy Prime Minister Denis Manturov, the government said. Suspicion over the unexplained weeks-long absence of Chinese Defense Minister Li Shangfu deepened on Friday, as some media reported he was subject to a probe, and a top US diplomat questioned whether he had been placed under house arrest. Li, aged 65, has missed meetings with Vietnamese and Singaporean defense leaders in recent weeks. According to sources with direct knowledge of the engagement, he was last seen in Beijing on August 29th, delivering a keynote address at a security forum with African nations. The US government believes Li has been placed under investigation, the Financial Times reported on Friday, citing US officials. The Wall Street Journal reported he had been taken away last week for questioning and removed from his post. Neither report stated the reasons behind the investigation. Rahm Emanuel, Washington's outspoken ambassador to Japan, wrote in a post on X, quote, "First, Defense Minister Li Shangfu hasn't been seen or heard from in 3 weeks. Second, it was a no-show for his trip to Vietnam. Now, he is absent from a scheduled meeting with the Singaporean Chief of Navy because he was placed on house arrest." China's defense ministry did not immediately respond to requests for comment. The US Embassy in Tokyo said it did not have immediate further comment. The United Auto Workers Union launched simultaneous strikes at 3 factories owned by General Motors, Ford and Chrysler owner Stellantis on Friday, kicking off the most ambitious US industrial labor action in decades. The walkout at the quote Detroit 3 will halt production of the Ford Bronco, Jeep Wrangler and Chevrolet Colorado pickup truck, along with other popular models. Quote, "For the first time in our history, we will strike all 3 of the big 3, UAW President Shawn Fain said, adding that the union will hold off more costly company-wide strikes for now. Fain laid out plans for the walkout on Facebook Live less than 2 hours before the expiration of the old contract. The walkout capped weeks of clashes between Fain and Detroit 3 executives over union demands for a bigger share of profit generated by combustion trucks and stronger job security. As automakers shift to electric vehicles, the standoff has become a political issue, with President Joe Biden facing re-election next year, calling for a deal. NASA announced on Thursday that it has created a new position to investigate UFOs following the release of a new report on Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena, or UAP, the preferred government terminology for previous objects seen in the sky. Speaking at a press conference in Washington, D.C., NASA Administrator Bill Nelson said the U.S. Space Agency would be transparent as it moved forward. However, the person in charge of the UAP research for the agency will remain a secret due to fears that they could be harassed. The announcement follows the Pentagon's creation last year of the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, or AARO, as the US government continues to take questions over the presence of UAP seriously in public hearings. That is the size of top accolade global news updates. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy weekend.